Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome to Port Canaveral. We're back again for a second day in a row. We've got a 4-ship Saturday here this afternoon here in Port Canaveral with the Mardi Gras that we're looking at right now. She's going to be our first departure of the day here at 3:30. Then we have the Disney Treasure down at Cruise Terminal number 8. She is a 4:45 departure today. Carnival Freedom at Cruise Terminal number 6. 3:30 this afternoon, and 4 o'clock we have the Disney, nope, that's not Disney Adventure. That is Adventure of the Seas down at Cruise Terminal number 5, and she'll be sailing away at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I hope you guys are ready for an awesome set of sailaways this afternoon, and of course be sure to Caleb, Tim, Jerome, Kit, Justin Hirsch. What's going on, Pookie? Finally streaming to Galveston. Yes, welcome to Galveston. Good stuff. Yeah, I almost said Disney Adventure on accident, but yes. Welcome to Port Canaveral, though. I hope you guys are excited for an awesome set of sailaways. Speaking of Justin Hirsch, it sounds like he'll be in the streams maybe, perchance, relatively soon. Somebody's moving back up to Orlando. That's going to be really fun. JD Jet, what's going on? Good to see you. I can't wait, Justin. I cannot wait. Are you in Miami today? I'm assuming, if you were on the Brightline earlier. But yeah, we got a couple minutes, probably about 10 to 15 minutes until our first sail away with the Mardi Gras this afternoon. Good afternoon from Lakeland, Florida. Awesome. Welcome in. Good to have you here. The love bugs are back this afternoon. They're brutal. What is it, Jay? I'm also here this afternoon with a different Justin. He's the one that was here last weekend as well, I believe on Saturday. So he's back again for one last round of ship spotting before some cruises and then heading back to Texas.
Yeah, no, I said last week was going to be it, but
Yeah.
can't stay away.
You can't stay away. No, not at all. Yeah, Justin, you're famous in my chat right now, or Justin Hirsch. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, Justin, hi. Mardi Gras dropping lines? Not yet.
I wonder if they'll ever put the funnel back on or the whale tail back on Freedom.
I think they are. I think the dry dock is expected around, I think it's September or October again. Really just gotta hope it doesn't catch fire again.
I hate it. I feel so bad for hating on it.
I know, right? It's such a good looking ship. Like, it looks fantastic when it's done well and, you know, it's kept up to date. But once, like, it looked amazing whenever they fixed the funnel and it was freshly painted. It was the best looking one. And then it caught fire again and they just kind of let it go.
Yeah, because I would see Freedom a lot.
Yeah.
In the day out of Galveston, every time
Yeah.
I went to Galveston, the Freedom was always there.
Yeah.
So
Leaving tomorrow on the Norwegian Prima. Awesome. Hope you have a great cruise. The Prima is an amazing ship. I'm unsure if I'll be here tomorrow just because tomorrow is Mother's Day. Big shout out to all the mothers that are here in the chat. Hope you have a fantastic Mother's Day tomorrow. But so stay tuned. Not going to make any promises just because it is Mother's Day, but we'll see if we come back out tomorrow or not. But pretty big 6-ship day tomorrow. You got an Excel class and cruise ship simulator. Very nice. Yeah, my mom can come ship spot with us tomorrow. Yeah. All right, Mom. Whether you like it or not, you're coming out this ship spot. Tina, hello, hello. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, as you guys are coming in, be sure to leave a like on the stream. Lets me know you guys are having a good time this afternoon. And of course, if you're just tuning in for the first time, definitely hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future live streams here on the channel. We do this all the time here, typically every weekend, but sometimes we've been sprinkling in some weekdays here. Yeah. Chico, what's going on? Yes, that's my gift. My gift to my mother this Mother's Day is going to be a trip out to Port Canaveral, to ship spot.
What more could you ask for?
What more could you ask for? Exactly. That's what I would want. If I was a mom, I would go out to Port Canaveral on Monday or on Mother's Day. There's a couple different steps that need to take place if I was a mother. There'd be a lot of questions to be asked, but
I mean, these days, you know,
you never know these days.
maybe not as many. I was thinking about if you're not cruising, man, you think you'll be out here on the 22nd?
What's the 22nd?
Friday?
Friday for the glory, probably. Actually, you know what? Probably.
So that'll be, I think that's just 3.
I think so, yeah. Fridays, especially now, I guess, now that all the ships are coming out.
Joy's gone.
Yeah.
What else would I see on Fridays?
Oh, Fridays used to be awesome with Joy.
Both times I've sailed out on the Glory, it's been like 5 ships.
Right.
I think both Fridays I've sailed out, I think it was like either Adventure or Explorer.
Right.
One time it was a double Disney.
Yeah, was it last Friday? Maybe it was Monday. No, maybe it was, I don't know. Maybe 2 Mondays ago, something like that. But it was a double Disney Monday. It was awesome because it was Fantasy and Wish.
Joy, Mystery.
24th, you'll be out there? Awesome, very nice. Oh, that's right, you're going on Seashore that day. Thank you for the departure schedule, Alex.
Are there any new ships coming in for the summer? I know Caribbean Princess.
She's here on Monday. Yeah. Yeah, if I don't come out tomorrow due to Mother's Day, I'll definitely be here at least on Monday to see Caribbean Princess.
I'll see her on Sunday.
Yeah.
When I get off Seashore.
Sweet. Yep, we got less than a week for our cruises.
I've been checking my Princess portal like crazy, hoping that they drop a Caribbean Princess tour on that Sunday.
That would be nice.
And if I could get off Seashore, grab breakfast or something, and then tour
Yeah.
Caribbean Princess that day, that'd be sick.
That would be sweet.
But I haven't seen nothing yet
I may have to ask my Cruises It friends.
to get you on there.
That'd be nice. They haven't had any recent ship tour offerings lately. I think we had Apex a couple, I guess back in March, but couldn't do that one due to a wedding.
Do they just send them to you, or do you have access to like the agency portals? Where you can schedule?
They usually will just send out an email like, hey, you know, we got an offer to do this if you guys want to come in. With a virus spreading on board, don't get sick. Oh God. Some of the jokes I've been hearing about that virus, I cannot repeat on stream. Yo, Hendrick, what's going on, Coop? Good to see you. Our buddy came down from Canada this past week. That's why we went over to Tampa,
Oh, yeah.
and we saw Blue Jays game.
That's right.
And there's like this new left fielder for the Blue Jays. His name is Yo Hendrick. I don't know what his last name was, but literally the entire game, you know, this guy's got just all his Blue Jays gear on, just yelling Yo Hendrick every single inning during warm-ups and trying to get a ball from the guy. And like finally gets to like the 7th inning, he tosses one up. He goes, "Oh my God!"
That's cool.
So we got a ball. So like now he's just screaming Yo Hendrick all the time. It's the funniest thing. Yeah, Justin, that's your fault for the Apex tour. You had to get married that day. You couldn't have moved it like one day back. should have. You should have seen that ship tour come through and be like, "Hey, Rachel, I know we've kind of been planning this for a while, but we need to delay it by like a day. If you could delay it by one day, that would be very nice." I'm sure she would understand, or would have. I'm quite convincing. Yo, Hendrick got dropped to AAA. Oh my gosh, that's tragic. All that hype, and he gets sent down to the minor leagues again. Justin, you're in Miami today?
If I had gone to Fort Lauderdale, I might have ship spotted Miami.
Yeah. I need to plan another Miami trip soon.
From what I've seen, Miami's slowed down a little bit. I think
A little
today's
bit.
only like 4 ships.
Yeah,
I'm
it's...
used to like seeing the 8 or 9s on the
Yeah.
Miami webcam.
Gosh, that 8-ship day getting on... I think it was either 7 or 8 getting on Luna, dude. No thanks.
I can only imagine, because both on Joy and Getaway on the Fridays, it was 4 ships. I think 4 or 5. I think it was 5. And then like it was backed up before the tunnel, but like once you went through the tunnel, it was like breeze.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I've heard even on some days, don't they close the tunnel sometimes?
If something happens, like a car accident or anything like that, they'll close it down. Because there was one time we did Symphony of the Seas back in 2022, and there was an accident inside of the tunnel that morning, and it took us from that I-95 interchange that's right there, that'll send you out to the cruise terminal. From that interchange to the ship, it took us 2 hours. Yeah, brutal. And it took us through downtown. That was the only way to get there. It was horrible. So it was like a 6 or 7 ship day that day. So funneling like 50,000 people through there, just horrible. Need to book a cruise soon? I agree. If I didn't have a cruise, well, actually, I still need to book a cruise soon, but I have a cruise next week, and I still think I should book another one. Yeah, I think Miami still has, like, regardless, a good lineup for the summer, even if it's slow, because it's every Saturday it's going to be Icon, World American, Luna, and then like a couple Carnival ships at minimum. Oh, they're dropping the lines, at least one of them. Here we go. Jake Castillo, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good time so far. I don't really know what that is on that rock. It's either rodent duty. Yeah. Like dried out beans, or it's duty from something. Escape's going to Miami quite soon for a small stint of 7 nights on Sundays. Yes. There's actually a 5-night on Escape that starts right after my seaside cruise, and it is very cheap as well. It's kind of tempting. 2 people out there checking their phones. They're probably watching the stream, and they're like, all right, let's hold the lines up again until Brandon decides to give up and leave. We're going to start in August and Mardi Gras in September, Legend in January. Wow, that's a good set of... What a lineup. That's awesome. Book it. I know. I want to book it. It's like super cheap too. It's like $450, $430, something like that. It's really cheap. Do it. The only downside is I would have to come back. I would have to go from, Seaside all the way down to Miami, and then go on the cruise, go back home to Orlando Monday after getting off the ship, and then go all the way back down to Miami again. If it was at Canaveral, I probably would.
Is that a manatee?
Oh my gosh, it is. I've seen a manatee pop up here and there like the last couple weeks
I've only seen him at Epcot.
at Epcot.
Victory Casino. I wanted to go on Victory Casino just for fun.
Just for ship spotting.
Yeah, for ship spotting. Because, like, the first time I went on Glory, right as we were, like, out, we passed right by it, and I was like, that's got to be, like, one of the coolest views from Victory Casino that you could ever get.
Yeah.
And then just going right past Mardi Gras like this. Like, I probably wouldn't gamble. I'd probably
Just sit there with a camera.
This guy here. Ship spotting, man.
Yeah, everybody's sitting in there at the slot machines playing like poker or something like that, or blackjack, and I'm just up here with a camera.
Like ship spotting, really.
Right.
You could look at it.
Is Canaveral still waiting for the lease to expire so they can build that new terminal? I believe the lease expired, but they still haven't finished the new terminal, or maybe they extended it some way, shape, or form, but it's still up in the air. They haven't done anything yet with it, but it needs to be started soon. Yay, more lines are dropping. Some of these people jam out on these boats.
Yeah. Speaker.
That is a good speaker, actually. That's crazy. It is weird not seeing Apex here today.
I know that was.
Kind of got used to that.
Interesting seeing an empty Terminal 1 today.
Yeah.
Because Apex was just kind of a fun ship to look at. Like out here.
Yeah. It was honestly. I think it's a good fit here too.
Yeah.
It was cool to have. Currently going through post-cruise depression. Got off Virtuosa this morning. That is a huge bummer, man. Good to have you here though. That's a bummer. It's ready for Project Ace, Project Discovery. News soon, hopefully. I would say we'll probably get, if I had to guess, we might get a render when they cut steel for it this summer, for Project Ace at least. Knowing Royal, the ship is gonna be almost done before they give us a render of it. What a good lineup of ships from the 5-9 and Escape, Alone and Great Stirrup, and then Celebration Seascape, Star, and Cozumel, and Legend of Miami when you turn. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool.
You don't know what y'all's Nassau lineup looks like next week?
It was a decent lineup. I forgot what it was. I know there's probably at least one, maybe two Oasis class there.
Utopia.
Yeah. Definitely not as good as Grandiosa was in January. That was great.
That's probably the best.
The best it's been in a while, and especially with no Oasis class there that day too, which is the crazy part. But they have Breakaway, Infinity, Constellation, Celebration, and then Grandiosa. That was a good day.
That's the perk of the Thursday sailings out of Canaveral.
Yeah.
Nassau on Friday. Fridays in Nassau are pretty cool.
They're pretty good, yeah.
I feel feel like every Saturday I've been in Nassau this year, I've seen Utopia every time. I've
Mm.
seen Disney Wish every time.
Okay, yeah.
And usually it varies between adventure and explore.
Yeah.
But I think for us on Friday, it's Allure and Sunrise. So it'll be
Oh,
a
nice.
ship day, but it's like I feel like 3 pretty cool ships,
Yeah.
especially Allure.
Allure's, it's cool seeing Allure with the new updates and all that, for sure.
Yeah, 'cause I sailed Allure back in like 2014, 13 or 14.
I will be careful. You got this. Good job.
Darn kids.
Scary.
I know, right? The kid almost took out my tripod.
They took the hardest possible route.
I know. Thunderstorms look like they're gonna hit Orlando around 7. Ooh, hopefully we get back in time for that, or before that. We had a little bit of rain last night, which is nice.
In Orlando, there was?
Up where I was, at least. They got, it was like maybe 10 minutes worth of rain.
Oh, yeah. I must have missed it. I was busy watching the Spurs
Oh, yeah.
whoop ass.
I was playing Forza most of last night.
You play PC? Or
Yeah.
console?
PC. I mostly play a Nintendo Switch, but I'll play certain games. I'll splurge and play PC. I have one. That's mostly what I do my brand bot streams on, but sometimes I'll actually play a game off of it.
All my buddies are PC. They're trying to like get a PC, but I don't game that much.
Uh-huh.
When I do, all I really play right now is like Madden or Fortnite.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All I need is my Xbox.
I mostly, on PC, I mostly just play Forza. I love racing games, especially like the realistic ones like that. We moved to Orlando, but no, I-4 is pretty rough. I-4 is pretty bad, I will say.
Yeah, no fun.
Fantasy Wish Getaway and Utopia Nassau for the Seaside Cruise. Oh, that is sweet, actually. Fantasy Wish Getaway and Utopia, and then Seaside. It's a busy day.
That is a busy day.
Wow.
Double Disney, that'll be cool.
You know what the crazy part is? Caleb booked the getaway cruise after like the day we get off of Seaside, so he's just staying.
Back?
He's doing like the little side by side and
That's
just
awesome.
walking to the Norwegian terminal.
Lucky Caleb.
Freedom is on the move. What the heck? I was more focused on Mardi Gras because she was dropping lines for so long. I didn't hear anything on the radio. Good catch. Maybe live tonight. I'm not gonna make any promises. I have a lot of editing to do, but possibly. I-95 in DC. Ugh. I-95 here in Florida is bad enough. I can only imagine what it's like up in DC with all those, like all that stuff kind of converging into one. Oh, what did you hear, Treasure Your Destiny? What did you hear?
Carnival Freedom getting underway. Port Canaveral left base and bound for sea. Standing by on channel 12, Carnival
You
Freedom.
guys are almost out of the turning basin. Are you just calling that you're getting underway now? That's some crazy work, Mr. Pilot. Oh, come on. And now we got the SS Photobomb here with her little pass in front of us. Oh, yes. I'll send you the link for it. Yeah. The rust bucket in the way. Let the slander fly, ladies and gentlemen. Let the Victory Casino slander, let it fly. I'm gonna get a cease and desist from them. With all the shade we throw at it. Jeff, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. You can finish up the stream. The rust bucket's gone by. That was the highlight of the day. Absolutely. Sports with Charles, what's going on? Good to see you. $25. You too can enjoy photobombing and Ship Spotter. $25 isn't not too bad to do that. You know what I mean? That's actually not a bad idea. Great idea. Athena, hello, hello, welcome. It is a hot one out here today, ladies and gentlemen. Said that a day pass at Jetty Park is almost, that is crazy actually. I usually get the annual pass though. That way I can just kind of come in freely whenever. The annual pass for me is like 100, I think it's like 110 for the year. And as much as I come out here, it usually pays for itself within about a month or so. MSC World 5, 6, 7, and 8 may be lengthened by about 20 meters, not confirmed, but I heard, ooh, interesting. That would give it a good amount of tonnage too, I would assume. $20 more for a yacht club. That you have a tent at home that I could bring for shade. So Justin used to have one whenever he would ship spot here with us, but it always broke. But we do not have a tent, but maybe we'll invest in a new one soon. Oh, there we go. Welcome back.
Good to be back.
It's funny, like she just started to like finish up the spin and head forward, and they called over the radio, yeah, Freedom's getting underway. I'm like,
because I heard on the radio they said like, oh, Mardi Gras 15:30.
right, exactly.
The first ship out today.
Just finished packing for your transatlantic. Nice. Very nice. Oh, if they do lengthen the world-class ships, they'll be closer to 225,000. Interesting. That's a big jump. Can people just walk into Jetty Park, like to watch the? I don't know. I think you can. I don't know if you need a day pass necessarily to just walk in.
I'm not sure.
So I
know there's
think
a sidewalk, but
because our buddy Jerry that lives like across the street almost in some of those condos, he just like rides his bike in here. So I don't think he has like a day pass or anything like that. He just like comes in. But if you're gonna drive in, like park your car here, then you need a pass. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. Again, we got our first ship underway, the Carnival Freedom, heading out for, I believe it's a 5-night cruise, if I'm not mistaken. But of course, if you guys are enjoying the stream this afternoon, be sure to leave a like. It lets me know that you're enjoying the stream and having a good time this afternoon. And of course, be sure to subscribe if you're checking us out for the first time. We do this all the time here in Canaveral, so subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any future Sail Away live streams. Ship to shore, what's going on? Staying in the Holiday. Oh, awesome. Yeah, the Holiday Inn's like right here. You can just walk right in. That would be great. Let's go ahead and just zoom it out just a little bit. Just outside the gate of Jetty Park. So there's the boat ramp that's right before you get to Jetty Park, but then once you come in the Jetty Park, you kind of go down a little bit of a twisty road, and then you turn off to the campsites or go straight. When you go straight, there's like a giant open dirt parking lot, and then if you don't go into that parking lot, then you would turn and go towards the actual park area. And that's where you would find the pavilion and all the, you know, the rocks here where you can park at. Excel class isn't done. Interesting. Oh, the Brilliant Lady tour? Yeah, that was a lot of fun that we did that. If that's what you're referring to. That was a good time, actually. Brilliant Lady, they like just let us on the entire day. And right around midnight, they kicked us off.
Midnight.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't like give us a room overnight, you know what I mean? That would have been even better. It was, you know, free drinks, free food, free everything for the day.
Because when Seascape first got to Galveston, didn't she do something where, like,
She did like,
they let people on, but
yeah,
it was like an overnight thing?
because Justin and Jerry did that, and they flew out there for it, and they stayed overnight on the ship. Yeah. It was funny though. We were like towards the end of the night, you know, we were just sitting there and hanging out, and we met a bunch of, I guess they're friends of my Cruises It friends, but they're like marketing people with Virgin Voyages and all that. So we sat down and hung out with them for a little bit of time. And
You guys aren't fishing right here, are you?
no, you're fine. But as we were just like sitting there hanging out, 2 booths over, DJ Khaled. And this, yeah, just chilling, just hanging out there. We're like, oh, why there's so many security guards over there? And then, you know, one of them looks over, she's like, oh my God, that's DJ Khaled. And then the funniest thing is, like, the other one goes, just out of nowhere, Gatorade.
Some of those videos of him just saying random stuff.
It's so funny. Do I have TikTok? Because I think, oh yes, I am on TikTok as well. I don't post there very much anymore. TikTok told me my videos weren't good enough quality and they demonetized me. So they kind of slapped me in the face. That was the craziest thing to wake up to. I'm like, where's all my money? They kept all my money too. TikTok, they like just one day woke up and they're like, we've reviewed your account and we've determined that your videos aren't high enough quality and you're no longer monetized. I'm like, not high enough quality? I'm like, these are edited videos or color graded. Like, I'm like, what do you mean they're not high quality? But then I appealed it and they're like, yeah, they basically said, yeah, they suck. But, I know, right? But like to that point, I was still monetized. So like I had like $100 sitting there, like ready to be paid out, or a little bit over $100 still to be paid out because it was like the first week of the month. And just they're like, oh yeah, now that you're demonetized, you're no longer getting those earnings either. So they took the $100 with them. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. TikTok has standards? Yeah, apparently. They're higher than my standards, that's for sure.
Depart Port Canaveral's Cruise Terminal 3, bound for sea. Standing by channel 12, this channel. Filed aboard Mardi Gras.
I do not play the cruise simulator on Roblox. But yeah, that was a fun morning. I was very upset by that. Oh, then it wasn't me? Oh, okay. Yeah, I am on TikTok though. I just don't post there anymore. I don't feel like supporting a platform that tells me my content sucks and takes my money. We're ADD enough. Yeah, like the monetized videos, they have to be a minute long, and so when they're a minute long, you don't get as much watch. Like your watch percentage isn't nearly as high because normally people will swipe off like halfway through the videos or something like that. So I had a low watch percentage, even though people were watching, 30, 40 seconds or so, but it wasn't showing they were completing the videos. So it counted as not quality because they weren't finishing the videos. So yeah, it pretty much, we're not ADD enough. You have Norwegian Prima there? Very nice. Here comes the Freedom. Speaking of Prima, I have my Luna t-shirt on today, or one of the two. Oh, Mardi Gras is dropping more lines. She's gonna make it so difficult to watch the two ships leave because they're gonna leave at the same time. Yeah, so horn battle would be awesome if we can get one.
Thinking about it, every time I've come out here,
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen anyone actually catch a fish.
There's one guy here just a few minutes ago that just caught one, maybe 30 minutes ago. It was a little guy though. There's not very many big ones that I've seen come up here, but you'll see the little ones pop up. The way Freedom is, she may not have horns anymore. Very pitiful sounding horn. Cruising Chris, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, I gotta zoom out a little bit. Glad to have you here this afternoon. That's crazy, Kit. Zoom out on both ships? Yeah, sure. Oh, here we go. Really? Give us nothing? That's so disappointing. That is so disappointing. You can just see Freedom now. Sounding the horns, it hits the beaches of Turkey. That's crazy. Scrapyard merchant, as my good friend Coop would say. It's those ladies from last week, yellow Marco Polo. Sad part is she looks good for the most part, other than the funnel.
Until you look up.
Until you look up. You look at, well, I guess the water line's not that pretty, but maybe I spoke too soon. Just don't look at it too long.
Yeah, start looking like this way.
At a quick glance, nothing more. She looks like she's in
Beers,
decent.
she'd look better.
Couple. Oi.
I'd have to get a drink packet on there.
All right. Let's keep zooming in. Yeah. It's sad that the ship looks, meh. The ship needs to look good, or it kind of deserves to look good. It's the newest Conquest ship too, is the sad part,
Really?
and it's the worst. Well, worst looking at least. Just because the ship has a janky looking funnel doesn't mean it's a bad ship. But at the same time, like,
But
it's
hard
it
to
just
not like.
it's sad to see that they kind of let it go like that.
For the longest time, I remember seeing videos and pictures a couple years ago.
Uh huh.
Because it was sad because I'm sailing that ship. But the magic was
Oh, the Magic. Ugh, she was in really bad shape. I had seen it right after it hit the dock in Ocho Rios. Oh my God, it looked bad. It was rusted up. The lifeboats were rusted. It's still just a giant dent down the side of the ship.
Yeah.
Oof.
I was like, man, I hate to see the Magic like that.
Capsized merchant. That's wild. Oh, Mardi Gras off the dock. They did not give us any sort of warning, did they? All right. Not even a horn saying they're coming off. She's way off. How's it going? Pretty good.
Anyone's fishing? I've got something. I just wanted to give it away.
Oh, no, we're not fishing.
I got some live stream. You guys want it?
Put on with painter's tape. That's crazy. We did get a couple of Mardi Gras horns from Mustardville, yeah. They have to do those. Custom ones are the best looking. I haven't seen them in person, but they look really good. Like, that kid, when he fell on my tripod, really screwed up the centering, didn't he? Here we go, that's better. I haven't seen the Costa ones in person, though. They look great, though, in photos. "27 times leaving Rotterdam? That's insane."
Those clouds are clutch.
Yeah, those clouds are quite nice right now, to be honest. Cooled it down just a little bit. Even the one we have here in Port Canaveral, really nice. Yeah, exactly. Got a new tripod? Very nice, very nice. Mark Nelson, hello. How's it going? Welcome. Gotta zoom out. Adventure's moving.
We're gonna be out of here quick.
We're gonna be out of here quick today. If only Treasure would move quick.
Yeah, Treasure's gonna hold us back.
Treasure's gonna be like, all right, yeah, we're gonna wait till like 6. There's the radio call for Adventure.
I think Freedom and Mardi Gras are playing the same exact song.
I feel like it's always the Cupid Shuffle. Every time.
I mean, MSC, it just sounds like you're.
They mix it up. Yeah, it's an absolute rave on. Man, you talk about a rave. The Glow Party on Norwegian. Oh my gosh.
I was surprised when
Absolute
we
rave.
were leaving Miami on Joy.
Uh-huh.
We were blasting dubstep music so loud. I was like,
Really?
never experienced.
Oh. Well, that was a random and rare single horn from Mardi Gras there. So I'll catch up on the chat in a moment here. Marco Polo, check. SS Rust Bucket, check. Alex talking off camera. That's crazy. That's your bingo card for the day. Little Alex surprisingly isn't here today. I'm surprised. He like Liv is here. White Party on Virtuoso was not. Yeah, the white parties on MSC are usually pretty good too. Seascape was really good last year. I think I did. You go to the white party on Grandiosa? Caleb and I missed it. I
think I missed it too.
We like woke up the next morning. We're like, oh crap, the white party was last night.
Because I've never packed a white shirt on an MSC cruise.
I always forget.
On 3, and I'm like, every time I'm like.
Every time. I'm so bad at packing them. I think this might be one of the only few white shirts that I have, and it says Norwegian Luna on it. They'll accept it.
I always thought, like, if I wear another cruise line on the cruise I'm on, nobody will care.
Yeah.
When I was on Magnifica, I was wearing a Royal Caribbean shirt.
Uh-huh.
And, like, 3 different crew members said something.
Oh, that's
like,
frowned upon.
I was like, no way.
That's frowned upon. On Royal, on MSC, that'll get you kicked off.
I was like, no way. And then on Royal, on Oasis, I was wearing this hat and like my Voyager shirt.
Uh-huh.
And people started asking me questions like I work on the ship. I was like,
I love that.
I don't work here.
Yeah. I have been on Mardi Gras. I sailed on Mardi Gras back in 2022. We also had the opportunity to tour her actually about a year ago now. That was really fun. Yeah, Mardi Gras is a very nice ship.
Toured about a month and a half.
Is that Caleb? No, this is Justin. He is a viewer, and we actually met him on Grandiosa a couple months ago. You don't have YouTube or Instagram,
I make
nothing?
No content.
You just here for the love of the game.
For the love of the game.
Love of the game. But yeah, we met him on Grandiosa earlier this year, and he comes out to the port and just kind of hangs out. Some more horns.
Somebody in the way or something.
There's definitely somebody in the way. Different Justin. Different Justin.
Different Justin.
Yeah, not Justin Hirsch. Oh, there you go. There's a fish. No, not him. Venezia is beautiful, yes. WWE is in Tampa tonight. Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. Interesting.
I'm surprised I didn't hear any of my toes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have no content yet.
Not yet.
I might start it up. I got plenty of content from the past year.
Yeah, you might as well.
I could start it. But 'cause I've been on what? After Glory in a few weeks, I've been on 10 cruises this year. So.
Yeah. There you go.
But I'm in the chat all the time. J Cruises.
Yes.
With the Norwegian Joy profile picture, that's me.
That's
so
it.
that might help.
Yeah. Different person, Dante. Add more stuff to the members. I'd try to figure out different ways to do it. It's the easiest thing I'm able to do for you guys, at least for now, is the early access to videos. But yes, I've explored options. I just haven't really had the ability to add anything else and kind of brainstorm other things I could do for you guys. But I have looked into it. There we go. Adventure of the Seas, our next one out this afternoon. You're the stand-in for Alex today, is what somebody is. That's what the chat says. Yeah.
The junior cruise spotter.
Just spitting out facts all day.
He'll be pretty knowledgeable when he gets older, though.
He knows his stuff.
He'll be an expert.
He definitely knows his stuff, especially for that age. I think he's like 9.
See, that was around the age I think I started, but I didn't have a port
Yeah.
nearby where I could go see him all the time.
Right, that's how I was.
So I grew up ship spotting on YouTube.
Yeah. My grandparents just cruised a lot. My grandfather would always take videos whenever we went on cruises. So whenever he'd get back, I'm like, oh, I want to see the cruise. And he'd throw the DVD into the player and I'd sit there and watch.
That's kind of how my grandparents were too. They would go,
Yeah.
go all the time. And
Yeah.
They'd send me pictures of all the ships. They'd be like, which ship is that? And I'd be like, oh, that is...
That's
I
that
know
one.
exactly what ship it was.
Yeah. That'll work, bingo. 21 days till Carnival Magic, awesome. Harmony's out of dry dock this week. She'll enter wet dock for completion and her re-debut May 18th. Nice, that is awesome. Yeah, it was always, because like my grandfather would always be like looking through binoculars out like to the ships that were, you know, we could see out there. And he's like, oh, it looks like so-and-so and this and that. And like there's a couple times like, actually, if you look at the funnel, you know, like there's one time it was like Splendor, like you could barely see it. But I was like, it looks like a Conquest class, but it's got the fat funnel, so it's Splendor. And then sure enough, it got closer and closer throughout the day. He goes, oh my God, it was Splendor.
That reminds me, when I was on Getaway a couple weeks ago, when we were in Great Stirrup,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, I could see a ship out in the distance.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh, it looks like a Carnival ship. I wonder if I could guess which one. And I used the binoculars that they have on the waterfront.
Oh,
And
nice.
I was like, oh, yeah, that's Carnival Freedom.
Just from the funnel.
I don't even have to look at Cruise Mapper.
Being Canaveral tomorrow, possibly. The only reason I wouldn't be here tomorrow is just due to Mother's Day. I'm not really sure how long our plans are in the morning, but tomorrow will possibly be spent with family. But if not, we will definitely be here on Monday to see the Caribbean Princess return to Port Canaveral. Still coming to Miami on the day you sail away? Possibly. I can't make any guarantees, but I will see what I can do. I am looking into try to getting down to Miami soon, but I'm just not sure when. Just bring mom tomorrow and take her to Chili's. Get a triple dipper. Happy Mother's. Nothing says Happy Mother's Day like a triple dipper. My mom's probably in the chat going, what the heck?
I hope he's joking.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Surprise, Mom. She would be so proud.
so sad Freedom and Voyager ships don't do weekends anymore.
That would be awesome. Man, when that year in 22, when they had all three of them doing 3 nights out of, they had Independence here, they had Liberty in Fort Lauderdale, and they had Freedom down in Miami.
Wow.
That was amazing. I did all 3 of
That's
them.
a dream. That's a
I did
dream.
all 3 of them within the span of 6 months, but I did Independence like 3 times that year. It was awesome.
Because that's my favorite class, and it's so
It's
hard
awesome.
to do 'em.
The Freedom class is what got me going in cruises when I was a kid. The Oasis class definitely solidified it, but the Freedom class is definitely what got me like interested in all of it. I remember, if you've ever seen that photo, I like remember when when they had originally posted it, like the little media press release and all that of it. But whenever the Freedom was coming out, it was really, they had like a deep freeze, and they had an icebreaker tug the ship out to sea from Turku. It's the coolest photo. But yeah, there's a photo on Google Images of Freedom of the Seas being tugged out to sea by an icebreaker. Coolest thing ever.
See, I don't think I was around yet. I'll have to look at my.
Dysfunctional YouTube family. Dysfunctional is a good way to put it too.
Yeah, no, so it did it for me with Mariner of the Seas in 2013.
Oh, nice.
And I remember it was Cozumel.
Yeah.
It was, we didn't really see any other ships, but then at Cozumel, we were right next to a lure.
Mm-hmm.
So then it was like, wow. And then there was, I don't remember what ships, I just remember a bunch of Norwegian ships.
Yeah.
I think it had to have been like Norwegian Star, Jewel. There was like 2 or 3 of them in those 2 classes.
Yeah.
And just seeing the whole art and everything, it was like,
That's
wow,
cool.
like
Yeah.
Norwegian ships to my left, the lure to my right. And I'm like,
Yeah.
wow, these things are sick.
When I was on Costa Magica back in, I think this was 2006, we were in Cozumel. It was a 10-ship day.
Really?
They had like 3 to 4 ships tendering that day. It was insane.
Because there's 2
Yeah.
down 4, Royal Caribbean 2, and then
Mhm.
Carnival can do what, 3?
It was only 2 at the time, yeah. Because this was when Freedom of the Seas was brand new too. So they had Freedom of the Seas and Voyager were right next to each other offshore. It was so cool to see.
Back in the day, that was probably
Jeff, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the $40 super chat. I appreciate it, man. Oh my gosh. Cheated on the cruise crowd yesterday and booked a train trip to the Canyon Spirit in July. So here's your penalty fee. That sounds pretty fun though. Cool little train trip. Hope my mom's in the chat. We were brainstorming ideas of your Mother's Day gift. I think you're going to get a triple dipper from Chili's tomorrow. Congratulations. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Two triple dippers, yes. I gotta keep one for myself.
What would you call that? A double triple dipper? Or
Double triple dipper?
What's the 6th version for triple?
Hex?
Hex dipper?
A hex dipper. I guess there's double, triple, quadruple. What's 5?
Chat, let us know. What's 5?
Jeff paid for it with that super chat. Yeah, that's so true. Thank you again, Jeff. You're so awesome for that super chat, man. What's that term for 6? Pinta dipper? Is that what it is?
That's what Kit says.
Oh,
Pinta dipper.
Pinta dipper. Okay.
Sounds even
Because
better.
5 would be quint, I think. Right? No, it'd be pent. The pentagon. Yes. I don't know why I said quint. Same thing. I don't know. After 4, I just kind of give up.
Counting at
Yeah, who's
Chili's?
counting? Who counts at Chili's? All I count is the amount of chip baskets I go through.
I don't count that either.
A Cinco dipper. There you go. Man, I might have to get Chili's on the way home today.
It's like I'm really debating because I was talking to you about Miller's earlier.
Miller's is so good too.
But then like Chipotle sounds really good as well.
Ooh, I haven't had that in a while.
Definitely grubbing.
Yeah. 6 is Hexa dipper. Okay. We're learning today in the chat. Kind of like the day we were comparing ships' length to how many Chevy Tahoes.
I do remember that one.
It was like, I think Star is like 69 Chevy Tahoes or something like that. Or pretty close to it. It is. It's a perfect amount of Chevy Tahoes. It's a very nice amount. Oh, that bacon ranch quesadilla from Chili's is good too. Facts from the wiki page. The official unit of measure on this channel is Chevy Tahoes. Give us a horn. Star of the Seas length, 1,198 feet. Chevy Tahoe length, 17. So 1,198 divided by 17 is 70 and a half Chevy Tahoes.
That's solid.
It is solid. Disney will give us horns. I hope so. It'd be nice if they left early today, like everybody else did. Doesn't feel like I have a cruise in less than a week.
I know, it really doesn't.
Really doesn't.
It probably hit me Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night, like right as you're packing, you're like, oh,
Wait a minute, I gotta pack.
I gotta pack. Yeah.
But I mean, a week from now will be my last night.
We don't like to think about the last night of the cruise. We just anticipate it coming up. We don't think about the last day.
But then I can't be too mad because
You got Glory like 3 days later.
4-day break and then I'm back to it. I
I'm
think
so
Glory
tempted.
recently got like complimentary bagels at Bagels or something.
Oh, nice.
I'm like,
Yeah, she just came out of dry dock. Both of those ships just came out of dry dock.
So it'll be cool. Cause I've done both ships in the past year,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess getting to see them after dry dock, pretty cool.
Yeah. Why does half a Chevy Tahoe remind me of Jeremy Clarkson's cut in half Fiat Panda? So true. Yes, my friend Justin here will be on the seashore on Thursday, and I'll be on Seaside on Friday. So we're cruising at the same time, same cruise line, just different ships, but very similar ships.
Which if I had known, I probably would have.
I was gonna say.
The other option.
No Disney moving yet. It is a Kia Soul with the old school Woody vinyl on the side of the car. Let's zoom in. There, perfect. Jerry Clarkson's your spirit animal. That's crazy.
And we were very appreciative and apologetic. It was not my choice.
For comparison, the SS Photobomb is 18 Chevy Tahoes long, but seems longer because it's always in your face. That's very true. The extra rust makes it look bigger. I'm gonna get a defamation suit from Victory Casino for all this slander.
It's alright. The brand deal they give Caleb will
Yeah,
throw even out.
they follow Caleb on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, they do. Alrighty, one ship remains. We got about 15 minutes until her departure with the Disney Treasure, so hopefully she's on time. But one ship left to go this afternoon. Thank you everybody for tuning in this afternoon as well. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Let me know you guys are having a good time by hitting that like button. And of course, subscribe down below if you don't already. And make sure you don't miss out on any future live streams. Nothing has been said that's been wrong. It's all facts. No defamation suit if it's factual. We love legalities. All right, let's go ahead and spin it over to the Disney ship.
Thanks for calling Cape Breeze, Sweet City, Channel 16.
And now we wait. No movement yet from Disney Fantasy. I think she's scheduled to leave in about 15 minutes though, so she may not be too long until she starts heading out. The trunk of the car is making like a nice little bit of shade for me right now.
Those clouds are gone, so it's like, oh man.
Yeah, for real. The clouds were nice while they were here.
Oh yeah.
When's everybody's next cruise? I know I ask this every week, but when's everybody's next cruise? I've got one less than a week from now, but let's see if anybody else is coming up soon. Someday they're going to shock us all and slap some paint on her. Then we won't recognize her, although I think that that's just lipstick on a pig. That's wild. The funny thing is, Victory Casino went into dry dock up in like Charleston a couple years ago, maybe 1-2 years ago, and it came back with more rust on it. This is the crazy part. We literally watched it like as it was coming back in, and we were like, oh my gosh, like there's still rust on it. Bringing in the lines on Treasure, very nice, awesome. Bad photos and videos of cabins on Cruise Deck Plan's website. Watch the one of the Grand Suite Yacht Club. They showed everything except for one thing that makes it a grand, the closet. I had looked through that Aria mini, I don't know if it's even a mini suite or something like that. They consider it a suite of some sort, but it's like an Aria balcony with like the whirlpool on there. A little too small. Or the whirlpool is, at least. Caleb's a good friend and all, but I don't like him that much. That's just too small of a hot tub. One at a time. You gotta be 5 feet apart in a hot tub. if anybody gets that reference. Not been on a cruise yet, but planning on one. Yeah, my parents are on a cruise during my birthday without me.
Really?
Yeah. They go on Utopia like the day I get back from Harmony.
Back to back.
I'd no longer have that PTO, unfortunately. That would be kind of sweet, though.
I know like the downsides of having unlimited PTO, but
Yeah.
I wish I had.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather have it.
Did the Yacht Club duplex suite on Eurybia. Best stateroom ever. That sounds like the best stateroom ever. A hot tub and the showers on Luna. Yeah, the shower on the Luna was enough. That was a big shower. You gotta admit, that was a big shower. Looks like she... You gotta look closely here. She might be on the move, yeah. Just barely starting to push. The shower scene was a classic. Me in Port Canaveral on July 31st this year, going on Disney Fantasy. Most likely. I usually am out here every weekend. But I hope you have a good cruise. Fantasy seems like an awesome ship. But yes, we're typically out here all the time. As long as the weather's good, we're usually here. Treasure on the move. Very nice. Awesome. Pretty quick out today. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Prima's scheduled for 6 tomorrow, so it's going to be boom, boom, boom with the first 5. And then she's going to just sit here for like an hour and a half. Once again, stay tuned for tomorrow. Cannot confirm or deny if I'll be here tomorrow just due to Mother's Day, but we will see, so stay tuned. Subscribe, keep the notifications on. If we are not here tomorrow, we'll definitely be here on Monday for the Caribbean Princess and the other typical 3 Monday ships.
What are your thoughts on Caribbean Princess looks-wise? I hear a lot of people say they don't like the
Looks like a shopping cart.
back, yeah.
I think it looks fine. I mean, it looks like the ship itself looks good. I mean, it's usually in pretty good shape. I have no objections to the design of it. It looks a little goofy with the spoiler, the shopping cart handles on the back, but it looks like a nice ship.
Yeah.
There's some pretty good deals on it. I saw there's a 7-night on it for 4th of July week. It's like $500.
One of the things I've noticed about Princess is during peak times they have, or like honestly holidays, they have the best prices.
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
Like spring break, their 7-night cruises on spring break will be so cheap.
Yeah.
Like, and I've noticed it's around like those week-long holidays usually.
Yeah.
It'll be super cheap.
I'd like to try them just to try it.
Yeah. I did Princess when I was younger. I think I was like 13. When we went
Okay.
on Emerald Princess.
Oh, cool.
But from what I can remember, no complaints.
Yeah. I think I saw Emerald once in Fort Lauderdale.
That's where I sailed out of. Fort Lauderdale. Nope, actually I lied. I sailed out of Houston.
Oh, Houston. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No longer exists.
Yeah. That's cool, actually. I always forget that was a thing at one point.
Yes. It's a funny story. When we were on Emerald Princess, when we'd gotten back, I guess me being a stupid 12-year-old, I left my passport sitting around somewhere.
Nice.
We didn't realize it until about a couple months later, right before we were about to go on our next cruise.
Uh-huh.
It was like, well, Justin's passport is not anywhere. I guess we'll call the Houston cruise port and see if they can mail it. It didn't exist anymore.
Oh,
The
that
the
sucks.
terminal was closed. And it wasn't a thing anymore. And it was,
Dang.
we're getting him a new pass. We have to order one.
So it's funny you say that. So back in 2022, fun story. My mom is probably listening and knows exactly where I'm about to go with this. But in 2022, I sailed on the Independence in February, and then I had Mardi Gras in March. When I got off of Independence, I pulled all my stuff down and everything like that. And for some reason, I had stuck my passport underneath my camera case, and my camera case typically sits in one spot. And so I'm starting to get ready. This is like maybe 2 weeks or so before Mardi Gras. And I'm starting to get everything ready. And then I'm like, oh, where's my passport? So I couldn't find my passport. I tore my apartment apart trying to find it. Then I called Port Canaveral. They're like, oh, well, like we'll see if we can find it. And then I also called Royal Caribbean and was like, yeah, I was just on Independence. I think I left it in the room. This, and that. And then at that point, that was when you still had to have your COVID cards. And my COVID card was attached to my passport. So I didn't have that either. So I was like, oh, shoot, like I'm really about to miss this cruise. So I was like minutes away. This was about less than a week before the cruise. I was minutes away from having to book a flight to Atlanta because you had to have, only the state that issued the COVID card would give you a new one. So I had to fly all the way back to Atlanta and basically go like up to the CDC basically because they have like headquarters in there or something like that. But had to go to Atlanta and get a new COVID card, and then I was just gonna use my birth certificate because there's no way I was gonna passport that soon. And like the night before, I was just like moving stuff around. I'm like, oh, okay, let me just go ahead and throw my camera bag in my suitcase, and lo and behold, my passport was right underneath my camera case the entire time. I thought my mom was gonna hit me.
That must have been like the best, but also worst feeling. Like, it was here the whole time.
Right, it's like,
Yeah, at least I have it now.
like on one sense, I was like, thank God I don't have to fly all the way to Atlanta to get a new passport and card and all that. But at the same time, I was like, you're kidding, all of that, and it was just here the whole time. Crazy. I'm sure my mom remembers that. Yeah, how many horns are we gonna get today? I see a couple 4s, maybe a 5 in the chat. My mom says that was not funny.
Funny now.
It's funny now. Ugh, I was stressed. Because like in my head, I was like, okay, I'll be fine because I can just use my birth certificate until I get a new passport. Nope, COVID card. That was the big problem there. I almost had to use her Delta points. 5, 4, 0. Another 4.
The treasure's usually good.
Treasure's hit or miss. Usually it's either 0 or it's like 5 or 6. Mama bark. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are in the chat listening and watching this afternoon. I don't blame her. I'd still be mad at me for that too. She might need a triple dipper and a case. She might need a margarita after that. The best was in college. I had gotten a speeding ticket, and I had hid it from them for months, like about a month or two, and then I had to required to go. I really got my money's worth out of that speeding ticket. I was required to go to defensive driving school. And at that point, I was like, oh, crap, I can't hide it because, like, I need to leave the house, like, at night. So I had, my mom was having, like, a bad day at work, and I had to, like, text her, like, oh, hey, Mom, by the way, I got, like, a speeding ticket a couple months ago, and I have to go do a defensive driving class tonight. That was brutal. I could only hide that speeding ticket for so long. I tried.
Take whatever you want, Riley. Make a couple so you can have it to go. Hey, dump the calamari bag out and take the bag with you. You know what I mean?
I have a bag in there.
If you want to push in, you can go down to the south. That's fine. Looks like you're dangling out.
Jetty to Jet, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $1.99. All the super chats this afternoon are very much appreciated. Thank you so much, guys. Stars arriving at 12:30 a.m. That's crazy. Orlando Princess, move out of the way. Oh, she's coming down the channel now. Emerald Clark here. Welcome. Hello. Welcome. My mom goes, you guys need to be sending me the super chats for having to deal with this kid. I was a good kid. Most of the time. I also dropped the F-bomb one time in first grade. That was a good time too. That was a great call. That was a great phone call home. It was we were having our little cuss fest in our reading groups that day. It was like, like the little group of first graders. We were like, oh, my dad says shut up. My dad says stupid. I go, oh yeah. Well, my dad says F. And that's when the teacher had to butt in and go, all right, we're gonna stop there. Brandon, you're going to the office. Tina, thank you so much. Thank you for your mom. Thank you. That's tip money for Chili's. There you go. That was my claim to fame in first grade. That teacher still remembers me. Wonder why.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if I can have anybody and everybody who's on the upper deck make their way down to the lower deck and remain there for the remainder of the trip. Thank you.
Ooh, those people. There's these two ladies that are down at the bottom of the rocks fishing, and the wake from the Orlando Princess coming by, the little fishing boat, just swamped them. They got it completely swamped. Oh, the cruise? Really? I think that may have been one of the fishing boats that were just coming by. Yeah, she's way down there. Usually one of the fishing boats as it comes in, they're like, oh, okay, everybody get down to the bottom deck. Ocean Obsession 2. About time. Yeah, that's probably what it was. I know that's the other fishing boat. I think that's what it was.
Disney treasure.
I guess we'll be out of here before 5:30. That's awesome.
Last one out. We're coming to the no basin. We'll be about you in about 20 minutes. Just confirming you're out of the channel with the wires down.
She's allowed to photobomb since she just got a complete overhaul. There you go. I've never been out on those fishing boats. They're like always in and out of here though. Ocean Obsession is just a fishing boat, to my knowledge. She's moving pretty quick today, actually. It's good. No more mods needed at this time. Day trip, great food. Ooh, I may have to try that. You're cutting grass right now. that stinks. I can figure out what I did with that remote. I don't know why I put it there. Ah, it's a medical for Star of the Seas. That makes sense why it's coming in so early. Star comes in at midnight. We'll not be staying for that. We will not be staying for that. They've got money for cutting grasses, haying the neighbors' fields. Yeah, same here. Well, I didn't hay the neighbors' fields, but I didn't really ever get paid to cut the grass. It was more just, you're welcome for the roof. The roof over your head.
Was there another one over here? Yeah, oh, okay. There's the turtle. Oh, there he is, right there. Yep. Oh, there's two of them. Okay, there's two of them. Okay.
Alrighty, hopefully we get some horns this afternoon. I literally just had the remote in my hand. There it is. Let's see how many horns we get this afternoon. I'm gonna say 4, maybe 5. I think they're doing the announcement. Alrighty. Or not. They did the announcement, I heard it. She is moving very quick. We got everything, yeah, a few weeks ago. Nothing. We got nada today. I think Jeff was right with 0. No more ships left. This is our final one this afternoon. Called it. No horns for you today. Yeah, right? They play that same song just about every week, too. Gotta play Pitbull and T-Pain. I know, right? My craziest fun fact about T-Pain is that he has a drift car. Like, he has a drifting race car. And it's wrapped in Pickle Rick from Rick and Morty. It is the coolest thing ever. It's like an old 90s Nissan Silvia. It's the coolest thing ever. Yes, as we begin to wind down today's stream, again, a huge happy Mother's Day to all the mothers here in the chat here and everybody watching this afternoon. Again, stay tuned. We're not sure if we'll be out here tomorrow due to Mother's Day, but if we are, I hope to see you guys there. If not, we're going to be here on Monday anyways. And of course, my mom's watching, so happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'll see you tomorrow. But we'll keep the stream going here for just about a minute or two as she starts to begin to make her way around the corner there. He's probably gonna ask me to pay. Yeah, now that I've been laid off of work, I can be that degenerate son with no job. It's been like a week. There we go.
Have you ever been on Disney?
I was on the inaugurals for Magic and Wonder.
Really?
That's the last time I've been, so
That's sick, though.
it is pretty cool. But it's definitely been a very long time, and I don't remember it.
My aunt and uncles, that's like, they only do Disney.
Really. My parents did Wish
Oh, yeah?
back in like 23. They loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man, you gotta tell my uncle, I was like, yeah, man, you gotta take me next time. So hopefully they go on one soon.
If Wish wasn't so expensive, I would love to
Crazy.
try it.
Crazy. It's so hard to justify because it's like I'd
It
rather
really
go to
is.
Utopia at that point.
Right.
Like half the price.
It really is. That's the crazy, but yeah, Utopia is kind of up there with Disney prices these days.
Like you go on MSC like it's 5
4 or
times.
5 times, yeah, on MSC for Royal. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for hanging out. Again, a big happy Mother's Day to everybody watching. And if I don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you Mondays. Have a great night, everybody.